Greetings and welcome to another excellent World of Tanks video. I'm going to go on a short rant, I guess, for lack of a better term. And the thing that I'm going to tell you is what we talked about last night, myself, Fish, and Wrong Way. That, as you know, there's no long hauls going on. There's no war chests. So the other good part about that, though, is there's no need for any gold because they don't have anything good. Now, if you think you want to buy Commander War Chest, you need gold for that. If you don't have gold, like myself, then the only way you're going to get gold is to go buy some. Okay? So, just throwing that out there. But there's no excitement in buying gold. And like I said, for myself, there's literally nothing they have in their store that I need. That's me. Maybe you're different. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But one of the things that the missing long haul operation gives you is if you're not really doing anything, it's like, well, I can just go play some matches, maybe with my friends or whatever. And if you get on a good roll, it's like you're progressing to a 75 point completion long haul, and you get a free chest like one of these here. Mostly you're going to get a private in those long hauls. Every once in a while we would get a sergeant, and even more rarely we'd get the random general chest. And you got a chance to jackpot score. There's no chance for jackpot score. So realistically, what they're telling me, hey, this is just me. And if you agree with me, fine. If you don't agree with me, that's fine too. I don't really worry about it one way or the other. But they abuse the customer in this game, all right? It's just that's the way it is. They hate your guts. If you haven't figured it out yet, I just told you. And if you disagree with me, again, that's your business. You're free to disagree with me. It won't bother me one bit. I can read the writing on the wall. It's fairly obvious. You don't do the things that they're doing to someone that you appreciate. Let's put it that way. They run customers off of this game at a rate that I have never ever seen. And if someone would have told me it was going to happen before I saw it, I would have looked at them, and I would have thought, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Well, I would have been mega wrong, okay? And I admit it. So many people have quit this game because they have been abused by this company. And these people just are clueless. I don't know what their deal is. But I think these guys are morons. That's just my personal opinion. So all they're doing without having long hauls and what have you is they're just making it easy for people to go, you know what? I'm not going through this bull that you're going to do for your garbage that they have. I mean, look at what's available this week. This is January the 14th. There's nothing there. It's garbage. It's a week of garbage. I'm just going to be honest. The last week was a week of garbage. The week before that, okay, so that's what I'm saying. They don't like you. So if I were you, I'd really think twice about giving them any money for whatever they have. Now, if there's something that you enjoy, by all means enjoy it. Spend whatever you want to get the thing you enjoy. But, I'm optimistic. And we try to play the game hoping to have some, good, fair results. And every day you're disappointed. And if you're not disappointed, it's probably because you don't know enough to realize that this is not proper. When I say know enough, I mean played enough games, etc. You've never seen what we've seen. So it's one of those things. I don't care for what they do. And they just make this game, which could be good. Everything looks nice. Their physics is trash. I'm just going to tell you that right up front. It's the worst physics I've ever seen from a company that claims to be professional. Their physics are just absolute trash. All of the stats they give you for the tanks, they're all lies. If you disagree with me, that's fine. You can do that. But when a thing tells you it penetrates 700 and then it bounces off a tank with half that armor, you tell me what that is. And the thing is, don't say, well, you don't have the math right. Yeah, I do. I'm a master of trigonometry and calculus. Yeah, I got the math, okay? It's not a math problem. They have a math problem. And their math problem is that they lie. Their stats are a lie. Their armor stats are a lie. Their gun penetration stats are a lie. They cheat you. How do they cheat you with the bullets? Why do you have premium ammo? Well, because your regular ammo is no good. So if your regular ammo is no good, you have to buy premium ammo. That's a cheat. And just so happens that premium ammo is also sold for gold if you're not smart enough to switch it from gold to silver. Now, that's another cheat. So I'm just telling you these things up front so you'll be honest and understand that what I'm saying is not just something that I made up, for my own ego or whatever. I'm telling you the facts. Now, in the very beginning, we saw this stuff and it was like, oh, well, okay, they'll fix this as some kind of a glitch or whatever. Wrong, it isn't. It's the old phrase is this one. It's not a bug, meaning a glitch. It's a feature. That's how they run their business. I'm sorry, it's a feature. That's how they run off customers in their business. I tell people this all the time, and no one ever disputes that it's true. It's an observed but speculative analysis that this has to be the most deleted game in history. Just people got tired of being cheated, and they change stuff all the time. They change the abilities to think. You buy a tank. If you make a mistake and buy a tank and then come back later to a tank that plays like trash, and I have, I'll tell you up front, the one that I had that's the biggest problem with that regard is my G.I. Joe Armadillo. That was a good, solid tank. It's now well below average. It's not a good tank anymore. It's an very you got to play it very reserved. You can't play it the way you used to play it. And I didn't get it back in the very beginning. When the very beginning, its spotting was like legendary. I didn't have it then. I got it after that. So I didn't have it up here. I got it when it was here, and now it's down here. So you could disagree with whatever I've said, that's opinion, because that's my opinion. Your opinion may be different, and that's fine. But on factual data, I'm 100% correct. Their numbers are lies. They cheat you by altering tanks. They change the maps all the time without warning, etc., etc. It's not the behavior of honest men. Honest men do not do that. Now, they might have a problem that they fix. Okay, that's different. We're not talking about a problem that was fixed. That is fine. And if that's happened, well, congratulations to them. But the bulk of the changes have been to cheat the customer. They change the tanks. They make them play inferior. There have been exceptions where, for example, the Condor 636 Cold War tank, Arrow 1 medium tank, it was garbage on day one. That was a mistake, and then they fixed it in a week or two or whatever it was to where it became a playable, fair tank. But in the beginning, it was just an absolute trash heap. So that's one you'd have to say is in their favor of someone made a mistake or what have you, and they fixed it. Just about, I'm sure there must be others, but just about the bulk of everything else has all been to cheat the player one way or the other. So I'm just giving you the heads up. If you agree, by all means, leave a message. So tell people what your experience was that makes you go, you know what? They are cheating me. So they don't make it worth your while, why would you even play the game? It's what I'm thinking. And it's going to happen sooner or later. They're going to go out of business, and they're going to wonder why they did it, because they went out of business when it happens because they cheat the customer. So you're the customer, I'm the customer. I recommend you don't buy anything from these guys because they're crooks. That's my personal opinion. And you're welcome to differ. That's up to you. And if you want to go listen to one of the shills tell you about how great this company is, by all means go do it. It ain't gonna matter. You know, they can tell you stuff to make you feel better, but the truth remains and you can't hide it. Every time your shots bounce off of an enemy tank, you know you're cheating. Well, I'm sorry, you're not cheating. You know the company is cheating you. I misspoke. This is one thing about it. People say, oh, these people cheat. These people, the players, can't cheat you. Only the company can cheat you, because they're the only ones who can make your shots not penetrate. I'm like, it's ridiculous. Hey, well, this brand new tank has got a 700 penetration, but you know that garbage tank you're shooting, he's only got 250 in armor, and guess what? It's not going to go through him. Ha 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 ha! Who's a sucker? You. That's who. I'm out. I'll see you guys later. Like and subscribe.